15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6.
This is 420 Law Office Radio. Hello, YouTube. Hello, 420 Law Office here. Stuart Richland. There's no one who can say the following things really other than me, and I don't mean to be a total ham, but it is YouTube. So I will point out that there is no other lawyer who is a court-qualified expert to testify to juries with respect to their opinions about medical marijuana law that has also been full-time on medical marijuana law for 9 years, that has also represented over 500 collectives, and that has also litigated against at least 6, let's say, different jurisdictions with reference to, let's say, in excess of 50 collectives. So I'll lay those down as the criteria that I'll just eat my hat if anyone could match those credentials. And I'm proud to say recently as an expert, I was involved in a good success in San Jose. Someone wound up getting Christmas at home instead of $400,000 bail on recognizance, and that was in a case in which I'm utilized as an expert witness for Allison Margolin. So what I'm doing now is presenting some information about this crazy time, Obama and the government defunding medical marijuana prosecution and activity by the Department of Justice in the listed medical marijuana states back about 3 weeks ago. And as we've all had time to sort of digest that information, as well as the government standing down on banking, standing down on the Native American Indian tribes, standing down on the legal states, of which we now have even more. In fact, as you can see from this amazing graphic, we have an amazing number of medical marijuana states and legal states. I mean, the war is being run one bit at a time. And so we are now in a situation when people come in for consultations, they need to know all about medical marijuana law right away. They need to know all about how they can understand federal, state, and local law in an hour and get the distillation of 9 years full-time on the topic into their brain. And I can do that because I talk fast and I'm funny, and you can absorb a lot of information when you're happy. Then a lot of people give me $1,000 to have the corporation kit. It includes soft material. Here's a demonstration of some packaging for medical marijuana. Here's our retainer. Here's the corporate kit. Like I said, it comes with an hour of my time. These books are very visual. In fact, the main book here has a comic book that I've created, and I would have never thought I'd be able to say that I was making comic books in connection with my law practice. But again, it turns out that a visual, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and a symbol is worth 1,000 pictures. So, okay, there's my symbol, 420lawoffice.com. So come on around and we'll do these services for you. A lot of people wonder now about trademarks. What's the deal with trademarks in the area of medical marijuana? Can the federal government get us a trademark now, or is there still some sort of weird ground on that? What about people who wish to assert themselves in the commercial space in the future when we do expect legalization? What ways are there for them to protect their intellectual property? So medical marijuana is interesting. It's kind of like a bar exam. You have issues that relate to parent-child relationships, partnership, contract. You have the federal law, state law, local law. You have zoning. You have local law and licensing, federal law, trademark, federal law. And so it's just never-ending, really, the number of different issues that are invoked. Employment law kicks in when all of a sudden the collectives have people working there. Family law kicks in when one of the managers has a divorce. So every single thing that lawyers do, they must do for 420 people as well. I'm honored to have been a pioneer in that now for 9 years full-time. Give me a call. If it's not something that I do, there's someone that I know who does it and that I would be happy to hook you up with. So give me a call, whatever your legal needs are. You can always reach me at 888-420-LAW-1. That's 888-420-LAW-1. Take care, YouTube. As you know, under the new federal government, the Department of Justice actually has no money, no authority, I guess, therefore, to prevent such states from implementing their own state laws that authorize the use, distribution, possession, or cultivation of medical marijuana. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, appears to be a game changer. The only thing that would have been just a hair more clear would have been if the Congress would have gone ahead and repealed the laws that make marijuana a crime. In other words, they should have descheduled medical marijuana, made an exception from Schedule 1, or basically taken marijuana off of Schedule 1, since in a sense this acknowledges the legitimacy of medical marijuana. But they didn't do that exactly, and I am with some small reservation that who knows what might happen in September when they create their new budget, or when there's a different Congress, which we're going to be having a Republican Congress. So I am very concerned about this measure because it just sounds too good to be true, and I hope that it's not too good to be true, because as things are, people are very happy that the federal government is officially standing down now on medical marijuana. As long as you follow state law, and that brings us to my services. Here's my $500 consultation in which I go over federal, state, and local law. And it's a book that includes a lot of materials, some original and some from the government. And then here's the $1,000 upsell, which is the do-it-yourself nonprofit corporate kit. This notebook contains some soft documents that you can reprint on your computer, as well as my book on the topic, our retainer agreement, and then the full corporate kit. This is the essence of the nonprofit co-op or collective defense. And California law does say that a properly formed and operated nonprofit co-op or collective should be able to raise the defense described in this jury instruction. We'll be going over it together when you come on in for your appointment. My office is near downtown Los Angeles. I look forward to seeing you. Take good care. Bye now.
So how'd you get to be so down?